here for opening tip. But as we look at this right here, Alla, and you see Al Horford on the floor for the first time, Josh Richardson, what is the first thing that comes to your mind as Ben Simmons goes straight to the hoop there for a beautiful basket?
Well, when you look at the lineup, it is the point guard as well, as you see Al defending out on the perimeter. But this is an enormous team, and if they can add some toughness on the defensive end as well, opponents better watch out.
This Sixers team is, and when you think about that, Alla, in terms of spacing, oh, Al Horford right there who knocks down a three-pointer. No problem there for Al Horford. We're going to have some fun this year.
No, absolutely, and it's going to take some time. The advantage is, though, having a guy like Al Horford who has not only done it before, but knows how to do it efficiently as they knock that ball around from one side
to him and said, Coach, I'm going to be better defensively. By the way, love seeing that from Josh Richardson. A lot more of that to
thing that I have maybe a little bit of reservations on is defending at high level takes conditioning. You've got to be in great shape. Will that take away a little bit of his offense, because we need him to step up offensively this year? Great pass.
Ben Simmons going to get some love from the fans as he throws that one down. And
what happens? How do you know, and how are you able to anticipate unless you've seen it before? So I think that's where the experience comes. Ben, still a work in progress, but you like where he's going with that. We don't want to go back 25 years to the way that was played, but he posted up, got some advantages, and put shooters around him. Has a nice little backdoor cut to Tobias for an easy two.
For 5 last shots, Ben has accounted for 13 of those points, including points and assists. Not that bad there from Ben Simmons.
No, and he's got to set the tone. And think of like and what he's been able to do. Good defense. That's the 3rd time the 76ers have picked up full court. Right now,
had plenty of times guarding him, and it was a scrimmage, and you could see he was frustrating Ben a little bit, but that's exactly what you want.
And that's the best compliment that you can have as Al Horford hangs with it.
By the way, with the night off tonight, All in a Night joining you, having some fun out here. Matisse Thybulle from deep misses that, but gotta love Tobias Harris sticking with it with that putback. And seconds, milliseconds, things that he can do to get his shot off quicker. And he said he wanted to make sure he was staying low on defense as well.
Well, the Sixers so active on that exchange. Horford's coming up with the tip of the steal.
Matisse Thybulle. Steal on the other end. Nice hands by Al Horford. Then you've got James Ennis. Kicks it right behind to Matisse. And potentially tonight, as you've got Trey Burke, and you've also got the Sixers who added Raul Neto. And a lot of talk about what's going to happen with the backup point guard position.
Your prototypical point guard. Pass first kind of guy, drives in and gets it inside. The key with him is staying healthy. Missed almost half of the games as T-Ball knocks down the perimeter jump shot. And then Trey Burke, known as a scorer.
Mike Scott moment this summer had to have been the Nerf battles. If you hadn't seen, you get some Nerf battles with some kids. And the young kids were ganging up on him.
Ruthless. Got a great sense of humor, does Mr.
So they can get there. He's got goals again of being the Defensive Player of the Year and the MVP.
Ultimate compliment to the players that's in his 76ers uniform. And his age, he played he's not a guy that came in Holly taunted. He's
times when teams want to get physical, start pushing people around. You can bring in Kyle O'Quinn. That's his sweet spot. That's what he likes to do.
I like him as his
second chance opportunities, crashes the boards, physicality.
Okay, Mike Scott. We see you. We see you over there.
With Tobias, Al Horford, and Joel. When teams go small, let's rewind. My only question was with their side of the front court. When teams do go small, is Tobias out of shape? I think he'll be ready.
And I think his IQ, too, gets him through, don't you think?
Yeah, it is.
You know, the times where his body, Sixers out and running, aren't they?
Gotta love them out running.
To take advantage of the players and the opponents.
Well, and with how the league is trending now and from college to the NBA, as Tobias just goes in there easy for the two-handed dunk.
I think there's a lot of pluses to it, and you've seen some of it with Tyball's game.
You know what else is going to be neat with him is he's got quite the hobby of photography. So he's already, as Ben Simmons just goes in there pretty easy. We'll see him at the free throw line. But
not a bad time to start as we take a look at Ben. Offense, you probably never see again. So for the Philly fans to come out, I think it just shows their excitement around this new addition.
Something interesting that he had said on Media Day, Alla, was that he felt like he was too worried last year. Right on cue, by the way, about what
Mark or anybody else, Philadelphia media, national media, that stuff doesn't matter. None of us have to walk in your shoes, whether you're Ben or Joseph. Both guys with consecutive trips down the floor score, and then whether or not you're willing to do it and can do it. I think Ben right now is finding that, and look at the joy he has getting his teammates involved. The newbie, Josh Richardson. They want him to shoot it.
And he does. Ben Simmons shoots the three. The fans want it. They're asking for it, and Ben Simmons is giving it to him. Joel Embiid comes onto the court and gives him a big hug. That has got to feel good. Let's take a look at it again, shall we? Okay. Fans are on their feet. Let me give them what they want.
If I'm Ben, I'm saying, what's all the fuss about? This is what I do now. Leave me open. I'm going to make you pay.
Money in the bank. I've been working on that all summer long. Let me show it to you, Ben Simmons. Joel Embiid would just play the first half, so that is all normal in accordance with what they're trying to do here.
Andrew Nicholson.
12, so he knows a couple of the guys that are on the Sixers.
I think his problem, like a lot of old school bigs, is that he's a back to the basket guy.
That he's so quick, right? And he can get to places so fast. But one of the things that Brett Brown was telling us, that sometimes that can mean you chew up some space in some ways that can be harmful. So one of the things that you want to do with him, right?
He's so important.
He is. And talking so much about him being an absolute gym rat, Tobias Harris, working out with him. And okay, Josh. In that dunker spot to start the year, like we saw him so much, and that was so much talked about last season, that things are going to be different this year, and that should, hello, right on cue.
And movement off the ball. I think that's what Brett Brown is talking about with your feathers. I've been around you when you're angry. It's not pretty. Oh.
Okay, Josh Richardson, there he is, a one-handed dunk. That was just too easy. These guys, we can talk about a wing tournament that is going to be going on during training camp.
Well, that's how he plays, too. I mean, he's already got himself the typical offensive rebound as Tebow hits another jump shot. And it's giving you that hustle, mismatches on the offensive end.
And look, we've talked so much about Matisse's defense and not about his offense, but that is something that's been talked about in training camp, too.
You already see where you want to send it to. Tyler Quinn ready on that play.
Very nice move there by Raul Neto.
Furkan, one of the shooters out there along with Shake in this five-some.
And speaking of Furkan, one of the things that...
he's still 6'8", which you can't teach, and he can still stroke the jumper. So I expect a lot from Furkan, but then again, that man right there, he's going to put his cross screen again, trying to get it to Richardson. Jonah one-on-one in the post.
Speaking of Jonah, the thing that he told me that he learned most from last season, actually in the playoffs, that the attention to detail is so extreme, and that's what differentiates players from other players and teams from other teams.
And minutes out there for you to get by playing that dirty junkyard basketball. There it is again. It's not pretty, but it's effective. In the grand scheme of things, with the JoJo, with the Ben, with the Al Horford, this is what I expect of you and of you. So moving forward, as Mr. Shayak knocks down the jumper, he'll score. I don't think that'll be a problem.
I'm excited to see how Zaire Smith bounces back this year, because one of the things that he said is that, look, honestly, it feels like that he is open to it. You know, it's going to take some working out and figuring out of kinks, and he said that they have kind of have a committee with a nice little alley pass there from Raul Neto over to Zaire Smith. They have a defense and knock down those shots.
Well, we talked about it. How are you going to get minutes? You're going to hustle, defense and rebounding, and then all the other.
Big. And not just for basketball, but for any profession, right? Just being able to adapt. But that's something that they need this year.
Well, and the landscape of the NBA almost, I mean, it demands it, because there are so many styles of play, so many different coaching philosophies, that throughout the course of the year, you do get tested. And
76ers are going to come away with this one, 144-86 against the Guangzhou Loong-Lions. Great job from him tonight, initiating that offense, knocking down the three-pointer. It's been a great night here.